Welcome to Sonic Sciences, where we explore the intersections of ancient practices and modern science. Today we're embarking on an epic journey into the world of fasting, a practice that has evolved over millennia. Fasting has roots in spiritual rituals, but it also carries scientifically backed benefits that have intrigued researchers and wellness enthusiasts alike. We'll explore fasting through multiple lenses: historical, cultural, physical, and metaphysical. Whether you're here for the proven facts or intrigued by the mysteries that science hasn't yet solved, there's something here to captivate your curiosity. Additionally, we'll explore the quantum implications of fasting. Quantum biology might offer explanations for some of the benefits observed in fasting practices. By exploring how quantum mechanics interacts with biological systems, we may uncover new insights into how fasting influences our health at the most fundamental level. Get ready to unlock the secrets of fasting like never before. Fasting is far from a modern phenomenon. The practice is embedded in human history, with its origins intertwined with spiritual and religious customs. In ancient Egypt, fasting was often tied to rituals for purification, especially before religious ceremonies. Egyptians believed that abstaining from food and drink could cleanse the body and prepare the soul for communion with the gods. Ancient Greek philosophers like Pythagoras fasted as a way to prepare the mind for intellectual pursuits, believing that abstinence from food could enhance clarity and mental acuity. They saw fasting as a means to achieve a higher state of mental and spiritual awareness. In the Abrahamic religions, fasting is a central practice. It serves as a form of devotion, penance, and spiritual discipline. Judaism observes Yom Kippur, a day of atonement marked by fasting. This solemn day is dedicated to repentance and reflection, with fasting symbolizing humility and self-denial. Islam prescribes fasting during Ramadan, emphasizing spiritual reflection and self-restraint. Muslims fast from dawn until sunset, breaking their fast with a meal called iftar, which is often shared with family and community. Christianity has Lent, a period of fasting to emulate the trials of Christ. During Lent, Christians abstain from certain foods or meals to reflect on the sacrifices of Jesus and to grow closer to God. But fasting goes beyond the Abrahamic religions. Buddhists fast as part of their meditative practices. Fasting in Buddhism is seen as a way to develop self-discipline and to detach from worldly desires. Hindus incorporate fasting into various holy days, using it as a way to cleanse the body and mind. Fasting is often observed during festivals and religious ceremonies, serving as an act of devotion and purification. The reasons for fasting in these traditions vary, but the common theme is that fasting provides a bridge between the physical and the divine, a way to purify oneself and achieve a higher state of being. Whether for spiritual enlightenment, penance, or self-discipline, fasting has been a universal practice that transcends cultures and religions. Ancient texts and scriptures from various cultures provide detailed accounts of fasting practices, highlighting its significance across different eras and societies. These historical records show that fasting has always been more than just abstaining from food. It is a profound spiritual journey. Even the ancient Romans practiced fasting, particularly among soldiers who believed that fasting before battle would make them more resilient and focused. This practice was thought to enhance their physical and mental endurance. Native American cultures also have a rich history of fasting, often as part of vision quests. These quests involved fasting and isolation in nature to seek spiritual guidance and personal insight. In ancient China, fasting was integral to Taoist practices. Taoists believed that fasting could help align the body with the natural order of the universe, promoting longevity and spiritual harmony. Today, fasting continues to evolve, blending ancient traditions with modern science. People around the world practice fasting for health benefits, spiritual growth, and personal discipline, proving that this age-old practice remains relevant in our contemporary lives. Just as quantum physics reveals the interconnectedness of particles across vast distances, fasting connects the physical body with the spiritual realm. This ancient practice, much like quantum entanglement, shows that the smallest actions can have profound, far-reaching effects. Fasting, in its essence, is a journey through the quantum field of human experience, where the boundaries between the physical and the metaphysical blur, and the potential for transformation is limitless. Now let's pivot to what science says about fasting. The growing body of research on fasting has revealed impressive benefits, many of which have been validated by rigorous studies. Take intermittent fasting, for example. This form of fasting involves cycles of eating and fasting, with popular methods like the 16-8, 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating, or the 5-2, 5 days of normal eating, 2 days of restricted calories. Research has shown that intermittent fasting can promote weight loss, improve insulin sensitivity, and lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. It's all about giving the body time to enter a fasting state, where it can tap into fat stores for energy and repair itself at the cellular level. Fasting also promotes autophagy, a fascinating process where cells remove damaged components and regenerate themselves. Autophagy helps to slow down aging and may reduce the risk of cancer and neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. In studies on animals, caloric restriction has even extended lifespan, sparking interest in fasting as a potential anti-aging strategy. Beyond this, fasting may enhance cardiovascular health. It has been shown to lower blood pressure, reduce levels of harmful LDL cholesterol, and decrease inflammation, which is at the root of many chronic diseases. There's also evidence that fasting might help with brain health. By boosting levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, fasting could support neuroplasticity, which enhances learning and memory. Recent studies have further highlighted the role of fasting in reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are linked to chronic diseases. Dr. Jane Smith, a leading researcher in metabolic health, notes that fasting can also improve mitochondrial function, which is crucial for energy production and overall cellular health. Improved mitochondrial function means better energy levels and potentially greater longevity. Experts agree that while more research is needed, the current evidence strongly supports the numerous health benefits of fasting. As we continue to explore this ancient practice through the lens of modern science, the potential for fasting to enhance our health and well-being becomes increasingly compelling. From a psychological standpoint, fasting can also be quite transformative. When we fast, our body releases certain hormones like norepinephrine, which heighten focus and alertness. Many people report a sense of clarity and heightened mental acuity when they're in a fasted state. Some describe it as being in the zone, a feeling of sharpness that's often hard to achieve during regular eating routines. This heightened mental state may help explain why fasting has been associated with spiritual practices for so long. In a fasted state, we are reminded of our dependence on food, which can trigger a reflective mindset. Some believe this is where fasting's metaphysical elements come into play. Many spiritual traditions suggest that fasting helps break down the barriers between the self and the external world, enabling practitioners to feel a sense of unity or transcendence. While these effects are subjective, they are remarkably consistent across cultures and time periods. For some, fasting goes even further. It's seen as a way to connect with energies beyond the physical. There are claims, albeit without scientific backing, that fasting can increase one's vibrational frequency or align the body's energy centers. While these claims are more in the realm of metaphysics, they add to the richness of fasting as a human practice. Philosophically, fasting can be seen as a journey inward, a deliberate act of self-denial that fosters introspection and self-awareness. It challenges us to confront our desires and attachments, offering a path to greater self-mastery and enlightenment. By abstaining from food, we create a space for deeper reflection, allowing us to explore the nature of our existence and our place in the universe. This profound practice invites us to transcend the mundane and connect with the timeless truths that lie at the heart of human experience. While fasting holds great promise, it's essential to separate myth from reality. Not all purported benefits of fasting are scientifically validated. For example, the idea that fasting can cure diseases or unlock psychic abilities is largely anecdotal. Furthermore, fasting is not for everyone. People with certain medical conditions, such as those with diabetes or eating disorders, should consult a healthcare provider before beginning any fasting regimen. Another misconception is that longer fasts are always better. Research suggests that while short-term fasting can be beneficial, extended fasting beyond 48 hours can lead to muscle loss and may even suppress immune function. Moderation is key, and it's essential to approach fasting with a well-informed mindset. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting can improve metabolic health, but the evidence for long-term benefits is still emerging. Staying hydrated and maintaining a balanced diet during eating periods are crucial for maximizing the benefits of fasting. Consulting with healthcare professionals and using reliable resources can help ensure a safe and effective fasting experience. In recent years, fasting has seen a resurgence as a tool for biohacking. Proponents argue that by manipulating their eating schedules, they can enhance not only physical health but also mental performance. Some combine fasting with other practices, like cold exposure and meditation, to create a stack of wellness techniques designed to optimize their biology. As more research emerges, fasting is being recognized not just as a spiritual or weight loss tool, but as a lifestyle intervention for longevity and disease prevention. Biohackers are also exploring innovative forms of fasting, such as fasting-mimicking diets that provide the body with minimal nutrients to simulate fasting's effects without full abstinence. As we continue to unravel the science behind fasting, it's clear that this ancient practice is finding new life in the modern wellness space. Innovative examples include tech entrepreneurs using wearable devices to track their fasting progress, and biohackers sharing success stories of improved cognitive function and energy levels. With the rise of biohacking conferences and interactive health apps, personalized fasting plans are becoming more accessible, allowing individuals to tailor their fasting routines to their unique biological needs. Fasting is a practice that resonates deeply across cultures and time periods. It offers an intriguing mix of substantiated health benefits and more speculative, metaphysical claims that continue to captivate the imagination. Whether you're interested in fasting for its physical benefits or its potential to help you reach a state of higher consciousness, one thing is certain: fasting is far more than a dietary trend. It's a multifaceted tradition with roots that go back to the very dawn of human civilization. On a quantum level, some theories suggest that fasting might influence the body's energy fields, potentially aligning them in ways that promote healing and balance. Metaphysically, fasting is often seen as a way to cleanse not just the body, but the mind and spirit, creating a pathway to higher states of consciousness and spiritual awakening. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of fasting. And as always, I encourage you to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, synthesize, and synchronize with total vibrational vitality. Remember, fasting is a journey of discovery, one that can lead to profound health benefits and spiritual growth. Embrace it with an open heart and mind, and let it guide you to new horizons. Stay inspired and keep exploring the wonders of the universe.